I did finish watching Lucifer season 5. Rick, have you watched Lucifer?
I have not. It looks good.
No, it is good, and I say I'm just going to give a quick review of. So they split this season up into like two halves. So the half that it's all on Netflix right now. You can go watch it. The show I think is really good, and I've liked it ever since it initially premiered on Fox, and it got canceled. So then Netflix ended up picking it back up, and it got canceled off Fox after season 3, and then Netflix revived it to do a season 4. But then the numbers are just through the roof, so they did it for season 5, and then during the middle of season 5, it got renewed for another season. They're going to be shooting another season, which is supposedly going to be the final season, but they have said that already. So who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But if you've never seen Lucifer, I recommend watching it.
The synopsis looks interesting.
Well, the thing is with it, I will say, if you're not a fan, the way they do this, because it is based off a comic book, but this would be my only gripe with the show, and this partly is to like the things I did not like about season 5, and not that I don't like this stuff, but I feel like the way they set the show up is kind of like a cop procedural show. So like this girl here, Chloe Decker, she's a detective. Lucifer is
The Lord of
Lucifer.
Hell.
Yeah, and my main gripe with ever since season 1, even, and like I prefer at season 4, for instance, when they came to Netflix, they switched it to being just Netflix typical 8 to 10 episodes or whatever. And then on season 1, 2, and 3, it was on network television on Fox and everything, so they had like 20 some episodes, and you get that filler vibe a lot with just a lot of it, and the way the show just is designed to be like a procedural just cop thing. It's every day, like they're solving some crime like every day. And then the angel stuff, the Lucifer stuff kind of takes a back seat, and it was far more predominant in the first couple seasons when they were on Fox and they had like 20 or so episodes. On season 4 of when they came to Netflix, for instance, I feel like they did a much better job of making the angel, demon Lucifer stuff more of the central focus, which is what is, like, in my opinion, is the more compelling thing about the show. Like the I don't know, crime of the week stuff is just the detective stuff that goes on is not why I watch the show,
No, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, and I mean, not that it's bad. It's just that I feel like they just focus too much on it. Like it's just like it takes up most of the screen time. Like even like this one, like I said, this season ends. I'm not gonna spoil anything by any means, but like the angel and demony stuff doesn't really come into like full force even in this season until like the very end. And then obviously it's kind of like leaves you off on a cliffhanger because it's supposed to be like the middle of the season and everything. But I mean, everybody is great in the show. I will say, some of the like background characters and everything, and some like side characters that come in, they're not super great. Like there is actually some like really bad acting sometimes, but not by any of the main cast. I don't know why I just noticed it. Like when I was watching this season, there are some people in some scenes where I'm just like, you really went with that cut? Like that's the one you chose? But I like the story and everything, and the thing that carries this show really though is Tom Ellis, the guy who plays Lucifer. The dude is like so charismatic. If he wasn't in the show, this show probably would have been canceled season 1. Like if it was just exactly how it is without him being in the role, probably not so much. I don't know. Someone else could have done it, but I feel like the main reason I watch this show is because of Tom Ellis's portrayal of Lucifer. Like he just steals the fucking show.
What kind of personality? Like, what's it?
I don't know. It's hard to explain. Just imagine just like a very charismatic, like dude who is like just like a flirtatious personality. He's just like knows he's better than everybody, but isn't like not in like a stupid, like kind of like cocky jockey way.
Yeah.
Just like imagine a dude who's literally Lucifer, but he's like
in human form.
And he just is, I don't know, there's a lot of like sexual deviance and just like he owns a bar, like
a nightclub.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's really good. But the thing that I like most about it, I mean, at least as far as the show goes, like other than like him as Lucifer, he is like the selling point of the show, like 100%. But like I said, my biggest gripe with season 5 and then kind of the show overall is that I just feel like they don't focus enough on the angel and demon stuff, which in my opinion is the best part of the show. So
Well, yeah,
I just
that's
wish they would
everything.
I just wish they would focus more on that and less on the because the only other thing is too, like, you see, like, we got Chloe Decker here, right? The
Yeah.
detective, and there's obviously a love interest there. That's his love interest since the beginning of season 1. And, like, they finally, like, in this season, they're like high school kids, like, the way they portray this relationship. It's like, "Does he like me?" Like, "I don't know." Like, it's just like, I just don't feel like someone like Lucifer, he's thousands of years old, like, millennia old.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, just some of the it's just weird, like, I just wish they would kinda portray that, like, I don't
Do you
know.
think he'd be like a little better at like?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way they portray their relationship, and then without I can't really get into it too much because it's kinda spoilery, like, so, like, I don't know. You just kinda have to watch the show. In the end, I totally recommend watching the show because,
Like on
like I said,
Netflix?
Tom Ellis as Lucifer is, like, he's just fun to watch, man. Like, just literally, like, I could
Do
watch
they
it.
have the first couple seasons on Netflix?
It's all on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can go watch it all, like, all of it, and but like I said, the first 3 seasons, there's, like, 20 some episodes, so it takes a while to get through, and then, like, if you've never watched it or if you started watching Lucifer back in the day and, like, you watched something and you didn't like it, I wouldn't say that season 5 was gonna make you like it, 'cause it is kind of a lot of more of the same, and, like, if anything, I would've said season 4, give it a shot because, like, season 4 was, like, much better than anything they did on Fox, and I feel like that may have been the case, though, because when they kinda went all out in season 4 because they initially thought that was gonna be, like, the end. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
maybe that's why that season just, in my mind, so far sticks, like as of right now, is probably the best season they've had of Lucifer was season 4. So I don't know. In the end, though, I definitely recommend watching Lucifer if you haven't watched it. So, especially same to you, Rick, if you have time,
Yeah.
go watch it. Again, if you didn't like it before, I don't think season 5 is gonna, like, make you like it, but if you did watch any of it or if you've never watched it, I definitely recommend watching it. So that was my quick review of Lucifer.